Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I'm now at the Valley of Fires Recreation Area, which is a BLM property, and they have a really large lava flow field here with a paved walkway, nature trail that goes all around it. I'm going to show you. And they have a real nice, pretty much full service campground. So let me show you around. And this is 4 miles west of the town of Carrizozo, New Mexico. Here are the rates, and the camping fees are half price if you have a national park pass, which I do. Here's some more information, and here is a map of the area. The yellow squares are campsites, and you can see the other features that they have here. And there's a tenting only area, so you can make a reservation online, although they do have some registration forms there in envelopes to put your money in. The slot right there. Well, let's go in and I'll show you around the park. They do have a visitor center here, which today is closed for this reason, as you can see. But I can look in the window. I see a bunch of brochures, and here's some typical rocks. A lot of things on the wall over there. I can't tell if it's just a information center or if they have displays or not. But that's the best I can see from looking through the windows. Might be nice if they put some brochures in here. And they have a mailbox and some kind of a memorial here. This man was the BLM. Well, let's look around the countryside, which of course is closed. Thanks a lot. Looks like there's brochures there on this, under this canopy. The brochure here shows a map of the park, and then this is the nature trail I'm going to go on. And here's a map of the nature trail. So from this big canopy, under which you see all these picnic tables, you get a good overview of the countryside, and that area is the nature trail right there, which I'm going to go on. And I assume they call it the Valley of Fires because all this lava rock was once on fire. And I read in the brochure that the lava spill is in a 5-mile wide range across the country. And this explains where the lava came from. They got a couple of rocks here. Now this is very faded out, so I don't know if you can read it. Here's another plaque, but again, very faded out. And here is a close-up of the lava rocks. And you can see this would be a steep drop if it wasn't for the back and forth of the trail, which is all paved, by the way. Here's a good shot of the lava rock. Interesting how you see it on the sides there. Looks like it may have formed a cave right here. You can see how it retained its molten form as it cooled down and hardened. I wish they would redo these plaques. It's very hard to read, even for me looking at it right here. It's so faded out. This one says Native Americans lived here for 12,000 years. And by the way, the elevation of the top there is about 5,000 foot above sea level. And here's a good place where you can see the sides of the rock. There are a lot of really good views of the lava rock here. This whole field, this is an area where it's really thick. And if you bring the brochure with you, which I didn't, you can follow the numbers where it gives you more information about the area. You're definitely going to be tired going around this walkway. And this is the first I've seen of a rest area. Well, that was fun to go around the loop trail. And I'm really glad that they have it paved like this. And right above here you can see some of the campground. It's called the Malpais Nature Trail, and they have several plaques like this. From the top here you get a really good view of the overall trail. There is a camp host here if you have any kind of a problem. Since there's nobody in the visitor center, you can at least talk to the camp host. We have a really large restroom. And back here are the showers. Here is their RV dump station and dumpsters for your trash. And if you get bored with everything else, here's the horseshoe pit. And at the end of the campground road, they have an area here for tent campers. And you can see they've got this platform lined out. I remember the days in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when all my camping was by tent. By the way, all of the campgrounds in the national park system, which this is included, BLM, it's all by reservation now. They've done that since the COVID days. Even if you show up without a reservation, you still have to go online to make one. And I've been to places where if you show up without a reservation, you go to the visitor center, they still tell you, you got to go online to make your reservation, even though you're already here. There's a restroom. This is in the tent area, and they have here a really large canopy with picnic tables for groups. Each RV camping spot has 20, 30, 50 amp electric, and there's a water faucet. You also get a covered picnic table with the barbecue grill and your own private trash can. There are a few of these handicap RV spaces, and the only difference I can see is that they have a concrete walkway going up to the picnic table. And at most of these spaces you've got your own private view of the lava field. There's a little trail here that goes out to the edge. Very nice. Well, folks, I think I've shown you pretty much everything here. It only cost me $13 a day to camp. Not bad. So I definitely recommend you come here for maybe a couple days or more. You can get a view of the mountains. Good day, folks.